Hey, buddy. So I decided to come to my office because I haven't been here in a couple of days. I try to go and get gloves, thinking that I could just walk in and buy gloves like I always do. And they said that they were back order and that they were going to first priority, which is like first responders, which I am not a first responder. Even though I serve as first responders, now I know and I see that it's becoming harder and harder to get the supplies that we need. So, anyways, I decided to come and check on the projects that I had drying. I'm working on these mini altars. And let's just see. These are a few that I've been working on. This was the first one. And I'll bring it closer. I had been wanting to try to make travel altars for a little while. I just thought that, for one, they're so pretty, so cute, and you can make them all different kinds of designs. This was a raw wood. I got this at the dollar store, and I had them in the drawers. Didn't really know what I was going to do with them. I knew I wanted to paint them, and I just thought I'd try to make one. Okay, so this one, these are some of the magnets that I make. And these are made out of recycled calendars and cereal boxes. And I just make like these wooden coins and then put the glaze on there and add that glitter, which is actually broken glass. And so I had one that was kind of warped. It didn't really dry as flat as I'd like it to be, but I didn't want to throw it away. And it's roses. If you can, I don't know if you can tell. I guess you can kind of tell. There you go. Yeah, you can tell. And so I decided to stick it on here, and everything's wooden. I'm gonna eventually find a picture to put in the front. I painted it a nude and a little bit of glitter on the side in metallic. Let's see if this stands like this. So you could prop it up like that, or you can leave it flat. And then I think I'm gonna add something so I can like pick it up. And you set your little altar up. You set your altar up to pray. This is holy water is Buena del Suerta. Perfume Buena Suerta. It's kind of like holy water. Smells nice. It's got like flowers in it. Has a little bit of alcohol in it, some fragrance, but it smells really nice. So I put them in like these little bottles. So I'll put that right here. I found these little tiny tarot cards that I just saw. They're too small to use, but it's just the idea how you can, if you really wanted to, like set them up. If you were somewhere and really play, you could play. It has the instructions too. That's like $10 I bought for those at Planet K here in Texas. Son compa. You can either keep it just to have it. It's on, that you have the copa, or you can actually burn it. A little bundle of lavender. A shell. This charm, it's like a sachet. You can put it on you, and if you want to wear it while you pray or while you work on wherever you're at, you can actually pin it to yourself. You can keep it. It's got a little angel wing It's got rose quartz and amethyst. It's got a little tree, like the tree of life. And then it has guardian angel on one side. And it has Saint Michael on the other side. I don't know if you can see that. Saint Michael. Okay. And you can lay that right here. I have some Rosa Roja incense, and it smells so nice. So you can burn that if you like, or you can just smell it. I got that little evil eye, little charm. Place that right here. What else do we have in here? And I have a little stick, and I just put like a little bit of ribbon around it of Palo Santo. And you should, right before you decide to pray or work, or if you're going to meditate, you can burn it, light it and burn it. I think that's it. Yeah. And so when you're all done, then you just put everything back. And this one is a little bit big for a travel altar. It could be for a home, because you really don't want to be, you can be gentle with it too. I added a little scroll inside. I'm going to add more things, but this is just like the one that I just started. Okay. Put that back here. And then I made this one because I knew that I wanted to, once I found these at the dollar store, these little tins. And so I cut out this really pretty cardstock, glued it to the tin. And again, I'll probably add a charm or something. I have like something not too bulky, because I still need to be able to close it. That one is too bulky. Maybe like this little skull is flat, so I could probably glue it like that. That way it would be easier for me to lift. So and set this one up like this. Put your it's like a little carpet right there. You can even put down, let's do it this way, that. Because it's spilled in there. I had a little bit of that liquid, the holy water in that one too, but it looks like some of it came out. Well, at least it blessed it, right? Here's another incense also. A satchel. This one has an evil eye, rose quartz, amethyst, and a little angel wing. And turquoise. And a little bundle of lavender. And this one you can stand up. So I was thinking of getting like a little saint or something that you can, when I glued one of those coins, like the coins I was talking about, I glued it in here. And then I put little flowers in here too. And I don't know if you can see, but in here I stacked like pieces of cardboard to make like level, so when I put this right here, it would give us a little window. And so I'm probably going to be doing something around the edge to kind of hide that. But you can, like for Day of the Dead, prop it up. If you're not somebody that wants like a big old shrine in your house, you can burn your little incense somewhere. Light yourself a little candle. I might get like little birthday candles, but you know, these little lavender tea candles. They're cute. You can burn those too. Okay, and so when you're done with this one, I'm trying to think, see if it's wet. If it's wet, it's already dried. That's pretty. And so you put everything back carefully. You have to be so gentle with it because they are dainty, and it's really, you know, not to be thrown around everywhere. You're supposed to have respect for it too. Close that up. We have that one. The next one that I was working on was this one. And I got these prayer cards. I got a pack of prayer cards off of eBay. I think like $7 or so. Of all these different prayer cards. And so I took this one, which is the prayer of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Our Lady of Guadalupe, mystic rose, help all those who invoke you in their necessities. Since you are the ever Virgin Mary and Mother of true God, obtain us from your most holy Son the grace of keeping our faith sweet, hope in the midst of the bitterness of life, fervent charity, and precious gifts of final perseverance. Amen. And so I knew I wanted to put her in there, and I definitely want to put roses for her. So I glued her, you know, the picture, the image onto the can. And on this side, I chose to just do the glaze so you can see how shiny it is. Let me see if I can get that. See how there's a glaze on it. So I used triple thick glaze on here. And then I did the same thing with the Virgin Mary, Our Lady of Guadalupe, Virgencita, I think that's what they call her, Virgencita. And so I want to be able to like hide this kind of border right here. So anyways, I did the same process with the cardboard to make it like a little, and I painted it gold so it wouldn't be just brown. But before I did that, or actually after I did that, I put the glaze on the picture and I added glitter, like glass. This is shards of glass. And I just bought a pack of it right now, so I'm gonna open it up, 10-pound bag. So cover that up and then let it completely dry. And you need to make sure that it's leveled also, because if you have it, see how it's not even. It needs to be leveled so that the glaze doesn't like seep to one side. So what I did is I had a glue stick somewhere. I had something to level it to where it stayed straight like that. And so they've had time to dry, like 2 days to dry. And so I once I get the cardboard, put like a cardstock, some kind of color cardstock cardboard in the size that whatever you're working with, whatever size tin you're working at, whatever size box you're working on. And then you know, you're gonna have to like slowly cut around until you get it to where it's gonna fit perfectly in there. Then once it's dry, I mean, once you get the shape, don't glue it yet because you have to cut the little window out. And so the window is just to be, you know, it's just so pretty. So it would be flat like that. There you go. And on this side, um, well, I chose to put Saint Michael, and I'm sorry, not Saint Michael, Saint Christopher. Sorry, Saint Michael and Christopher. So this is Saint Christopher. And so I don't know, a lot of us grew up wearing Saint Christopher charms on our necks, especially here in San Antonio. A lot of Saint Michael and Saint Christopher, Our Lady of Guadalupe, a lot of Catholic um, influence in our city, which is something that is so beautiful about our city. So I decided to put both of them together. So here's Saint Christopher, is the patron of travel. O glorious Saint Christopher, you have inherited a beautiful name, a Christ-bearer, as a result of the wonderful legend that you carry. People across a raging stream, you also carry the child of Jesus. Teach us to be true Christ-bearers to those who do not know him. Protect all of us that travel both near and far, and petition Jesus to be with them always. Amen. And I just think they're just so pretty. You know, I grew up Catholic, and not like diehard Catholic. I mean, we weren't in the church all the time, but I know that at a young age, there's this picture that I have. Let me sorry, I look kind of crazy. There's this picture that I have in my son's room, and it's the picture of the guardian angel. Let me show you. I have it right here. And it's that iconic picture of the guardian angel. And it's just so comforting to me, I guess, because, you know, from what I was told by my mom and my dad, that they go to eat at a restaurant downtown San Antonio, and that this picture, you know, a lot of the Mexican restaurants will have, you know, a picture of a saint or something, and then they'll have the calendar at the bottom of the picture. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll be able to get one of those calendars when they have them. Well, maybe it was the calendar, maybe it was the picture, but this picture of the guardian angel was hanging on the wall at that restaurant, and my mom and my dad said that I would not stop staring at it as a baby. And I kept looking at it so much that they asked the restaurant owners if they could buy it, if they could have it. And the owner gave it to him. And so it's been in my room as a child. My mom, you know, she put it on the wall, and she put Christmas lights around it. And for a long time, it was like like a poster board around it. And anytime I got a picture of one of my friends, I'd stick it around. And so at one time, I had the picture of the angel and my pictures of all my friends around it. But it's been in my room at my mom's house, and I wanted it to be in my room, my kids' room. And so it's been in Draven's room. It's been in Draven's room. It's in Dorian's room right now. So it's just something that, I mean, even though I didn't really understand the Bible and a lot about Jesus, I knew that was something that that was somebody we prayed to. But I feel at an early age that I prayed to angels, because those are I don't know if it was my mom telling me, or just that I believed, and things, you know, things that I have survived in my life, and it's proof that you know, get this one. There you are, St. Michael. Can't forget St. Michael, right? Was talking about him earlier, and he wants to be seen too. St. Michael, the archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and the snare of evil, or actually the snare of the devil. May God rebuke him. We humbly pray. Do thou, O Prince of heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all evil spirits. All evil spirits who wander through the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. So has it been St. Michael all this time? Thank you, St. Michael. Thank you, guardian angel. Thank you, my ancestors and God Almighty. And I'm at a point in my life right now where I still have so much faith and so much to look forward to, but I know that, evil or darkness is always around, always going to try to keep you from doing something. So, I've been working and was, getting closer to start working again. And I need gloves, rubber gloves to work. And, I just thought that I could just walk in and buy rubber gloves like I always do. And they on back order. They're going to like first responders and the priority people, and which I understand, but these priority people and first responders are, calling me, asking me for, my services, and I'm finally having to say no, because for one, I can't get my supplies now. So it's like something is pushing me to kind of put that aside for right now. This Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always on your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rain falls soft upon the field. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. I was just kind of shuffling that one, and that one popped out. So that's the Irish blessing prayer. That's pretty. So now I uploaded one video. I don't know how that one will go. Well, I have like one little last one. This is the next one that I'll be kind of trying to work. So this one, you saw this one. Okay, and I'll put roses, red roses for her, and something around the border. I like the way that one's coming out. And then this one, I got these little boxes at the dollar store also. So I ordered a wood burning kit, and I'm waiting for it. I don't know where the hell that is, but so this one, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna put right here. And this one, I just was trying to see what would fit in it. So it's really not a specific thing, but I thought these I'll probably put like some salt into these, just to hold the water. A little mushroom, I thought that was just cute. Here, a bunch of, and you can put anything. You can put sage, incense, more incense. I'm waiting for some incense stick. Here's a little charm shell. And a little peace sign. And so I'll put everything back. Hold on real quick. Also, I recently bought an order. I'm gonna do smudge sticks, like little smudge stick bundles for Mother's Day. And so look at this. Figure out how many I bought. It's like 30 something. But it comes with it's incense. So it tells you, like, you know, the power of smoking, not smoking, but it's smoke, the power of the smoke. When you use white sage or incense or Palo Santo. And Palo Santo was the little stick that I had put into the little altar. And so, let's see. Palo Santo is a holy wood. It is one of the greatest treasures of South America in the South American jungle, and has been an important part of religion culture for hundreds of years. It smells so intense and powerful that it considers a sacred tree by the culture of religion. Palo Santo incense is used in many religions to expel negative energy and attract positive energies, cleaning and purifying environments. In addition to aromatizing them. In addition to aromatizing them, its help relieves nervous tension, promotes harmony and well-being. It promotes meditation since its natural relaxants and induces the feeling of delivering. That is why it is widely used in practices of yoga, Reiki, aromatherapy, meditation. In spiritual moments, elevates self-esteem and improves the mood, increase and feeling of calm, as well as being at home in general. It is a natural mosquito repellent and is used as good luck. Okay, so that, you know, this is Palo Santo. And it's very fragrant. It smells so good. Just on its own, like, you don't even have to burn it, but if you burn it, of course, you can go and smell the whole house with it. So you definitely have to I only have 2 left. And here's mine right here. So this is mine that burned. And so you kind of let it burn, see? And you bless your area. I mean, you can let it doesn't stay lit really for a real long time, but you have to keep lighting it though. It's nice. God bless y'all. Anyway, so it says like today's use and how to use it, how to use white sage. What the bundles I bought were white sage, and when they sent it to me, let me see. I guess they do sell other stuff too. This is white sage, and then the bundles how they come, and then it looks like they sell Palo Santo. I don't know if you can see that, and like little. They also included some charcoal copal. There's an incense, little cute incense. So what I'm gonna try to do is kind of dress them up. You know, this is just sage, but I want to put like rose petals, lavender on them, and, you know, wrap them up. So, and then I'm waiting for the shells. Let's see how this. I ordered a few of them. I'm just gonna see how many of the altars that I can make in combination with the smudge bowl, smudge shell and the smudge stick, and see if I can, you know, make them for Mother's Day. So be right back. Well, I ordered the this is very frustrating, okay, because I'm trying to get this glass, you can see, And I know where I can get it, but a friend of mine gave me, a jar of it. And this is what I have left. And so I asked her where she got it, and she said Home Depot. And I sent the link. She said that was it. And then I was like, wow, a 10-pound bag. That's a lot. That's a lot of glass for $20, right? Well, this is what came. Crystal, and they use it for aquariums or by like a fire pit. But these are way too big. I don't know what I would use them for. I might keep them. So much for that. Okay. So I've got a lot of things I need to work on. And really don't need to be spending any more money on materials, and I need to just work with what I have. But I am gonna go try to find maybe some rose petals and some baby's breath and lavender. I don't know where I'm gonna find all that. I might look at HEB, but I don't have my cards out right now, so I'm not gonna do a card reading. But I wanted to show you all my altars. Got a lot of charms. How about we pick a charm? I've seen some of the readers do that, so I'll just do that. The angels have any kind of charm message for us? It's a horse. You know what I feel is, because it looks like it's in motion. I think of the chariot. I think of how something big is coming. I think that right now is a time where, yes, there's frustrations because we can't do what we always do. And I have been really blessed to be able to continue to kind of work a little bit. And now it's time for me to kind of buckle down and work on my project so that when everything is in full bloom, all the seeds that I had planted are going to flourish. So I guess I'll try to upload this one too. One of these days you'll see me with actual makeup on because I don't really feel like doing anything. But yeah, something's coming. Something good is coming, so we'll see. This one needs to be clean. So how about we pick, let me see. This is my pocket mantra. My very good friend Laura Verera, which is she's a filmmaker here in San Antonio, Chicano filmmaker. Check her out. And she gave me this book, and so the way that I don't really go one day at a time. It has a lot of different things, but what I do is kind of like shuffle, and then wherever I feel like I need to stop, that's where I read. Only love lives within me. And then on the other side, I trust myself and have decisions that I have made. And that already, I can already tell that it's going to be for me. And so this says self-love mantra 11. Only love lives within me. How and when to recite this mantra? Recite this mantra 3 times, either out loud or quietly to yourself as you place your hand over your heart. Only love lives within me. Only love lives within me. Only love lives within me. How this mantra can help you. This mantra is designed to remind you and your true remind you of your true essence, love. No matter how many mistakes you made, love still follows within you. We all have the energy of pure unconditional love within us, and we don't need to do anything other than remember this in order to connect with it. This powerful mantra helps you to tap into your flow of loving, the flow of this loving energy, and honor it and even strengthen it. Use this mantra. Using this mantra can help also to help you clear any emotional barriers you have around you or your heart or around feeling of love and intimacy in your relationship. It can also help boost your self-esteem and sense of connectedness with others. This mantra is perfect to use as a part of your meditation practice. Meditation helps you connect with your true inner essence, the stillness and love that is inside of you, and this mantra can help you to access that essence. And that's something that I've struggled with for years, is self-love. And I don't know, I really don't know where it came from, because when I was a kid, I was a very confident kid. I think I have to say that it probably came, in elementary. I was retained in third grade because of my reading. My mom had to make that decision to hold me back, thinking that that was the right thing to do because I wasn't up to speed with the rest of the kids. And as much as my mom and my dad loved me, they worked very hard for me. That's one thing that I remember, is being at home and looking at books but not having anybody to read the books to me. And so I was interested in the books but not knowing what I was looking at because somebody wasn't reading with me. And I understand that was, a lot of reason why I wasn't successful in reading and how it held me back. And my mom probably had a lot of guilt because she had to work and she couldn't, have the time to really sit and work with me. And so I guess that's when I kind of felt like I had to watch, my friends that were in third grade with me go off to fourth grade. And then, that's kind of embarrassing to be at the lunch table with the third graders and watching the fourth graders come in, them looking at me, wondering why, and asking, "What are you doing over there?" So I think it probably was that. I probably think that was when my self-love kind of went, started going downhill. So, no matter how many mistakes you made, love still flows within you. And I've known that for a long time, but I haven't really been listening to that because, it should be more gentle. Self-love mantra 12. I trust myself and the decision that I have made. How and when to recite this mantra. Recite this mantra 3 times, either out loud or quietly to yourself. I trust myself and the decisions I have made. I trust myself and the decisions I have made. I trust myself and the decisions I have made. Now, I have had to learn how to trust myself because I have doubted myself for years and years and years. And any time that I have had to kind of make a decision on the spot and I went for it, it was good to be able to believe in yourself and not be afraid of failing. And I remember being a child and being very free to go and dance. I used to dance with Parks and Recreation when I was a kid in San Antonio. And hundreds of kids dancing in beautiful recitals. I don't know why I don't see that anymore, but it was something that I enjoyed. And I had no fear. I had no fear dancing in front of hundreds of people But as you grow older, you develop different anxieties about your own, some people have the tendency of overthinking, and they overthink their whole life. How is this mantra helpful to you? This mantra is especially helpful when you find yourself doubting your actions and decisions you have made. This mantra is about forgiveness, but it's also about helping you learn to trust yourself and to trust that you made the right decisions, and then with the knowledge that you had at the time. We all make mistakes and we all do things that we regret, but it's important to understand that the time you did what you did for a reason. Trust in the reason and don't beat yourself up for it. You didn't know at the time. Often it is only in hindsight that we can see how the actions have benefited us. Beating yourself up for things that you did in the past puts a negative headspace and makes it difficult for you to focus on anything productive. This mantra is good. One is the good one to turn to when you find yourself holding on to the past. You can't change the past, but you can change the future through letting go and forgiving. Amen. That was this one, so if you want to. Forgiving yourself is very hard. When I look back at the past, I tend to look at all the different mistakes that I made. And yes, you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. That's the whole point of growing up. I've seen so many, young women, 20 something, 21, 22, and they just beat themselves up about not being where they want to be in life. So, and they tend to sometimes go down, a little rabbit hole for a little while because they assume, oh, I'm not, exactly where I want to be in my life, so I might as well just go and do this and this and that, and not respect yourself, and not and settle for less too. Settle for someone that told you the right things, made you feel like they were everything, when in reality you had everything you needed in yourself. You were just maybe feeling low at the time. So take time to meditate. There's a lot of YouTube channels that if you just type in meditation music and put those earbuds in and meditate at home or at night, when you go to sleep, put it on so you can listen to that. It really helps. And I guess I'm gonna do another video later. Tell you what I found at the dollar store. Have a good day. Peace.